destiny.
All right. We are live in both spots. And actually, it's not really lagging, so I can actually close this tab. And I can open this tab, Steven, and I can hit this button. And if I hit F11, we are ready to go.
Yeah? Full screen?
Full screen. I don't know if Facebook's working, but don't really care.
Looks like it.
Well,
I tagged you guys in it,
share it on Facebook. Oh, you already tagged us? Okay.
Yeah, so you don't probably have to share it, but although you probably should add it to your timeline if I tagged you guys in it before I go and share it.
All right, we're checking to see if it's live on Facebook.
Yeah, so if you're watching
like
Facebook,
Yeah, it looks like it's working.
Cool.
if you're watching Facebook, give us a holla or a yeah.
Let's share this.
Yep. Looking good. All right.
Oh my God.
All right. I gotta find my standings and I'm good.
Oh man.
Good to go.
All right, cool. So this posted on my timeline. So cool story. Let's mute that. Looks good. We'll keep an eye out for comments. People be watching.
I need to adjust some of this.
Adjust some of what?
I was looking at my standings. I'm like, interesting.
Oh. Interesting.
Interesting.
Indubitably.
I'm lower on one team than I thought I was going to be. That's okay.
It's all good in the hood.
It's okay.
You just misunderstood.
It's okay.
All right.
It's okay.
Good to go? You ready?
I'm okay.
All right. Well, you're not even going to edit this on audio, so it doesn't really matter. Welcome, anybody who's watching, probably listening about 3 weeks from now when the football season's already started because Justin's going to take forever. So this is our last, not last, but the last of our 4-part mini-sode of the NFL season preview. We will be doing AFC and NFC South today, going over storylines, MVPs, predictions, pickups, records, things like that. Just like last time. Go watch all of them on our Facebook page. Don't watch them on Facebook. Watch them on YouTube because our Facebook sucks because Justin don't know what he's doing. Shrug. He shrugged for anybody who's listening. All right. Well, let's see. First, hold on. Breaking news from yesterday. Matt Stafford signed a big deal. That's pretty big news. I feel like we can't just skip over that. Well, obviously it's pretty big. It's the highest contract in NFL history, dummy.
In the world.
In the world.
The highest contract in the world.
Just kidding. Actually, this is a funny segue. Highest contract in the world, I think, is now Neymar.
Yeah.
Who plays for the team that's on Brandon's T-shirt.
Does he really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Oh, cool. Neymar's on our team now.
Yeah, he got transferred to PSG for like $500 million or some bullshit like that.
Oh,
that's a lot of fucking millions.
Yeah,
that's a lot of fucking millions. It's a lot. Anyway, all right. So AFC, NFC South. Let's start with AFC South, and let's start with top storylines. Let's go with Titans.
Titans.
I don't even know. Like, if they really have anything.
Mine was mostly like Marcus Mariota's recovery, basically from the injury he had at the end of the season, and then their draft picks were pretty good for what they needed. They filled some need. I feel like
another thing that's kind of like been like a long storyline. I kind of feel like is like them just kind of like refreshing the receivers.
Yeah,
like because like there's Kendall Wright's gone. Like all the people they've been kind of like hoping would work out for like the last few years are like gone now, and they're just like moving on now. Other than Delaney Walker.
Don't they still have Rashard Matthews?
Yes, but he was only there last year. He just came in last year.
Was he a rookie?
Yeah.
No,
I think he was on. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Like there was some article coming out where like all the receivers were comparing Mariota to Manning, but I don't know if that really
people getting a little ahead of themselves.
Yeah.
A
little bit.
Mitchell Trubisky's the next Manning, guys. Everyone knows that.
Okay.
Jay Cutler 2.0.
Did you say Gay Cutler 2.0?
Possible. He kind of does look like a Fruit Loop.
Jeez Louise.
I mean, I'm fine with it. Be my quarterback.
All right, Texans.
What'd I tell you off the camera?
Damn, I really wish you just saw a hand, just like wow.
Then I'd have it on. Then I'd have proof of it.
No, I would delete the shit out of these videos.
You just that one part. Technical difficulty,
right? Oh goodness.
I guess JJ Watt's healthy, and their QB pick. That's the only things I can think of.
I think them getting rid of Osweiler is probably biggest story. Like they got rid of that albatross of a contract that they fucking had to deal with.
Right. Yeah.
And now the Browns are trying to get rid of that albatross of a contract.
Right. That's so terrible. Yeah, that's what I had was quarterback / JJ Watt was really them. I mean, them drafting up to get Deshaun Watson's pretty big. You know, when you trade to go up in the first round, it's usually pretty big.
Yeah.
Other than that, I feel like there's not much else with them other than Bill O'Brien's definitely on the hot seat. I feel like if they don't perform well,
I don't know. Like possibly just because they may give him one more year with Watson, but I don't know. No, I'll get into that after. Well,
yeah, we'll save prediction. We'll save those. Is there anything else, Justin, that you could think of while you're doing your research as we talk?
No, I was just pulling up my rankings. No, not for them.
All right, pretty simple. And then the Jaguars.
I guess the QB battle that's over now, at least for now.
Yeah, this is the first year that Tom Coughlin is the president, right? Like it didn't happen last year. Right. So Tom Coughlin taking over as the president or executive of football operations, and then he hired Doug Maroney to come in and replace whoever that coach was. Gus Bradley, yeah. So I think that's a pretty big deal. And then the quarterback battle between who can be worse is, it was in there. So that's pretty funny. Although, Blake Bortles won, but I don't know how much of a competition it was to win.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much with them.
When they're like, "Oh, we might start Chad Henne," I'm like, "Oh, so you just want to be just as equally as bad?"
Right. Yeah. And the other thing too is, I mean, again, they got a lot of quite a few of the high named free agents, and the popular draft picks. Like they got Calais Campbell was a big one. AJ Boye, Leonard Fournette. I feel like they got the flash picks, but we'll see how that works.
Mm-hmm. You would think their defensive backs would be pretty damn good this year, but we'll see. With Ramsey there too, right?
Well, you would think so. They lost.
On paper, they should have the best tandem,
right? They lost Jonathan Cyprien and Prince Amukamara. Not like they were good, but they were. I mean, they were.
Yeah, he's on our team now, and he's. Oh, I'm looking. I'm wearing a Bears shirt. I didn't mean to do that. I literally just grabbed the top shirt on the laundry basket.
Oh, okay.
For a second, I thought you were wearing a Packers shirt. I was just gonna leave. I just saw green. I was like,
"This is this is a Ninja Turtle shirt." Clearly not a Packers shirt. It does look like Packers colors though,
or Eagles. But I knew it wasn't that. So
yeah, what am I gonna burn the shit off my skin? No, I'm not gonna. It's so stupid. All right, so let's get into best pickups per team. We'll start again with the Titans.
I think you already kind of mentioned them all.
It's mine.
What?
Corey Davis?
Oh, yeah.
I think that was their best pick.
Brandon, was that yours as well?
Yeah. I mean, maybe Logan Ryan. He was pretty good. He was with the Patriots, right? Last year?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I feel like that's a pretty good upgrade. But yeah, I'd probably still go with Corey Davis, although his injury might keep him out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, him and Eric Decker just came back.
Yeah, I was gonna throw
injury,
Decker
so-
in there, like just say like the two receivers, but I don't know, I gotta see it first.
Right.
Corey Davis, I'm
Gotta
like,
see.
okay, he's young, and whereas Decker's kind of getting old at this point.
Right.
Right. They're trying to refresh. All right. The Texans.
Honestly, them getting JJ Watt back is like the best addition to their team because,
Him actually getting the surgery he needs
yeah.
instead of trying to play through it. Makes sense.
Yeah. Other than that, I guess you could say Watson. I mean, he didn't like. It seemed like he got a little bit worse as preseason went on, but I mean, he's still probably the future there. So
Yeah, that's what I said was Deshaun Watson, because I feel like quarterback is definitely a weak spot for them, and they finally have admitted to themselves that they needed to rebuild from the quarterback position, so they went and drafted Watson, obviously. And I feel like he's a guy you can kind of coach up. Like, he may not become the next Peyton Manning or the next Mitchell Trubisky, but I feel like he could be a good serviceable quarterback. I feel like he could be like a black Alex Smith, basically, but a little bit more mobile.
Well, that's racist.
That's kind of what
Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
No, Russell Wilson's much better than Alex Smith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Okay. I was waiting for confirmation. Like, you guys are like, he's
Yeah.
not. You thought what you were gonna say, Brandon? You feel like what? Like I'm.
No. It's just like I'm wondering how short of a leash. Is it Savage that's starting?
Yes.
I'm wondering how, because I feel like
Melissa, she's the Savage. OG.
Yeah.
Start for the Texans, first female quarterback.
I'm wondering how much of a leash you'll have, just because I feel like you have like one of the best defenses in the league, and you're kind of just letting it waste away.
Yeah, you're wasting JJ Watt's prime. You're
Right.
wasting Jadeveon Clowney. You're wasting.
And I feel like they need to see
Yeah.
if Watson could be that guy pretty soon, so they can be like, maybe we should move on already, or something. I don't know.
Well,
Go ahead, Justin.
the other thing too is like that division has been so easily winnable for them. Like they're not even that great of a.
They won last
team.
year at 9-7 because they had
Right.
a better conference record than the Titans did.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's not like it's a hard division to win, and it's like every year they go, and then they go home, and then they go, and then they go home, and then they go, and they go.
So
Like
that defense is carrying them. Like
Right, they went 9-7, and that defense, the defense is what did it. I mean, their quarterback was fucking Brock Osweiler for a while.
It reminds me of the Bears circa 2001 when the Bears went to the Super Bowl on the backs of our defense, and our quarterback was Rex fucking Grossman.
That wasn't 2001.
That wasn't? It was 2010?
2001? That's a long time
10.
ago. Yeah, no, but you said 2001.
I mixed the numbers. I'm dyslexic.
That was a long time.
also,
I think
did you know?
2010, yeah.
Did you know that like they have like basically like 3 of the best pass rushers, but they've never actually played a single game together?
Watt, Clowney, and
Clowney, well, obviously Watt and Marcellus. No, what the hell's his name?
Merciless?
Yeah,
Merciless?
Merciless. Yeah.
Huh.
I always used to pick him in Madden because I'm like, his name's like Merciless. Like, I ain't giving you no mercy. I was like, you're going to be on my team, and if I don't get you, I'm trading for you.
Jesus Christ. And that's why Justin sucks at Madden. Husa.
Let's do a Madden podcast.
Okay. All right. So then let's go to the Colts. They didn't have much.
Team.
Damn,
I think their best pickup's still to come because they're going to need to pick someone up.
right. Like all their best picks were probably draft picks.
That's what I had. I had Marlon Mack, who's
I had
4th round running back.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
that'd be a good one.
Just because Gore is still serviceable, but he's definitely getting old, and there's not
like when have they ever had a real like young true running back?
I mean,
Probably done since Edgerrin James,
yeah, that's
like way back.
Yeah.
Back in.
that's pretty far ago.
Actually,
They had
They have
Joseph
some-
Adai.
yeah, he was
pretty
okay
good
for a while.
2 years, and then he got injury plagued.
Who was the other running back like that ran was always with him though.
Donald-
Like they were like a tandem.
Donald Brown.
Was
No?
it Donald Brown? No, I thought he was young. He was actually like released like a couple years ago.
Because he's in the
Joseph
chart.
Adai.
They thought he was going to be the guy. I thought after
Let's
a
see.
guy.
Live and let die. Joik Bell, Andre Brown, Donald Brown, Dominic Rhodes.
Dominic Rhodes. I'm pretty sure it was him.
That was the 2010 Colts roster with Joseph Adai.
Yeah. Like it was
Wait,
always a
he's
little toss
older
up
than
between.
Joseph Adai.
Yeah, they were
Dominic-
both old.
Oh, okay.
Like I said.
All right. Either way, hopefully Marlon Mack can be good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who the fuck is that? Sorry, I was going back and looking.
Did we talk about Luck's injury?
That's probably a big storyline that we didn't cover. Yeah.
Did we skip the Colts?
I guess so.
Maybe we skipped the Colts storyline.
Yeah, because
Andrew Luck has a shoulder injury. Yeah, I think we
and
did.
so does, and what's his face is also injured. Fonte Davis.
Yeah, they're top
He'll miss a
corner.
few games at least.
They also lost Dwayne Allen.
Yep.
Which
I feel like the bigger story with the Colts is the stuff they lost, not the stuff they gained.
Oh,
like
for
they
sure.
already were like a team, and now they're like losing people. And it's like, oh, so you're just going to be worse this year. I got you.
Yeah.
Right.
Now that I think about it, I definitely didn't do my rankings right. now that we're
Like
talking
a
about
Colts win division at 14-2. like,
Shit.
nope.
it, but yeah,
I'll bet you $100 that don't happen.
yeah. So yeah, Andrew Luck's shoulder surgery. He possibly could not be ready for Week 1, which is, and it's a pretty big deal. Do you even know who the backup is? I had to look it up.
It's when you say it, I'm going to throw the microphone, but go for it.
Was he the dude from the Giants?
No,
No.
it's Scott Tolzien.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Tolzien.
From Pitt. Or
Tolzien.
something. Or no, not Pitt.
Pitt, are you just making shit up?
I don't know. It's one of those.
Pitt-
It's
Steelers,
one of those
isn't he?
yellow and black jerseys. Either Pitt or who else has it?
Iowa?
Iowa. Yeah,
Let me see. Let's click on this.
they have a yellow and black jersey. Right?
College, Wisconsin.
Red and white. Definitely not yellow
Wow.
and black.
Well, way up.
Were you thinking of? Are you thinking of Chase Daniels?
Maybe. I could have. I don't know. I could have
Did
sworn.
he play for the Steelers? Tolzien?
No, he did not. I feel like he's always been on the Colts.
He hasn't been out
Yeah,
that
Chase
long.
Daniels.
Like
Who?
Tolzien. Like
You mean like playing?
yeah. I feel
Yeah,
like he was drafted not so long ago, right?
He was actually drafted by the 49ers in 2011. He didn't play for them for 2 years. He then was on Green Bay for 13, 14, and 15, and then he was on.
That's where I know the
He was
piece
on-
of shit.
he was on Indy for 2016. So
He probably came in and like beat the Bears. Like Aaron Rodgers took a day off or something, and I was like, "Fuck this guy."
well, let me see. In 2013, he was 55 of 90 for 61%, 717 yards, 1 touchdown, 5 picks. He also
so he
in
wasn't-
2015, he tried 1 pass. He completed 1 pass for 4 yards. So
Oh Jesus.
yeah, and then last year he started a game, played 3 games, 2 picks, 1 touchdown, and 62% completion. So not very good.
Mm-mm.
But that's their starter if Andrew Luck's not ready. So
Yeah.
And there's actually a chance he might not even be like. He might make it on the PUP list, which means he wouldn't be ready till like week 6, I think.
Correct.
He would-
well,
yeah,
I think it would
the-
be week 7.
the first week, it was
7,
week
yeah.
7, yeah. So
So
that's
hopefully,
pretty big.
they're being very quiet about what's actually going on. So
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
a
try
little
to
worried
look
that like they might like rush him back and he just gets injured again.
I won't draft him this weekend. So if you're any of my people in my fantasy league and you hear me right now, I'm not spending any dollars on Andrew Luck, even if it's 1.
Good choice. All right. So after Andrew Luck, let's get back to pickups. We did those 2. So the last team was the Jaguars. Best pickup for the Jaguars.
I'm gonna go with AG Boy.
Boy.
Really?
Boy.
Um,
I think
I
combined
gotta
with
go
Jalen Ramsey should be pretty good.
I feel like I gotta go with Campbell. Like
Calais Campbell, yeah, he's pretty beastly.
Yeah,
he was on Redskins' radar, I remember, but
yeah,
obviously we're not paying as much as fucking the Jaguars. I don't know how the Jaguars keep paying these big ass free agents and they still have like cap room.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Well, actually, although like they haven't really paid anybody too big. It's like other than the like Campbell now, I can't really think of too many big players on their team.
Well, like they played a lot last year for Prince Amukamara. I'm sure they paid a lot for AJ Boye and Barry Church. Who like they had a lot of tackles, like a lot of offensive linemen that they signed that were pretty big. I think like Kelvin Beachum. I think.
Okay, yeah, and then they like went after like 2 years ago, or no, 3 years ago. They went after like Chris Clemens.
Yeah, and they had the guy from the Broncos they signed that they've already traded away to the Dolphins, Julius Thomas, when they signed him a few years ago.
Yeah, he spent most of his time injured.
True. Who doesn't on the Jaguars?
And Chris Ivory too.
And Chris Ivory.
Oh, yeah. Chris Ivory.
Bum. I actually said that their best pickup was Tom Coughlin.
That's a good one.
As the president, I feel like he can at least get
Team
the football
needs
side of things. Right.
Because you need just on paper, they look talented.
Right. Like if you wanted to start a franchise in Madden, you could start with the Jaguars.
That's a good young team to start with, actually. And Bortles, the thing is like not last season, but the season before, he looked fine. I mean, he was always in garbage time, obviously, so his stats were a little bit inflated. And then like even last year in fantasy football, he was like I think the 8th best quarterback, but again, garbage time. It's just like one of those things where it's like, what is going on, Bortles?
Speaking of Madden, I don't know what they're smoking, but they have like very, very high hopes for Blake Bortles because every time I do like a franchise and I sim a little bit into it, Blake Bortles is like MVP like every season. Not even joking. I did one specifically for quarterbacks, and I simmed 10 years into the future. Blake Bortles was second all time on the touchdowns and passing yardage like things, and he was like
they're in Florida.
One more thing, they are in he was above Tom Brady and like the legacy scoring. He was the top quarterback ever. I don't know what they're smoking.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what they're smoking.
He should be with his fucking targets he's got. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Right? Allen and Allen.
Yeah.
Who is their tight end now?
I think it's Mercedes Lewis again, unless they pick someone up, and I just didn't see it.
I don't.
But he's old.
Well,
you're old. You're going to be old this Sunday.
I'm younger than both of you guys still, so you can kiss my ass.
I'm younger than you at heart.
You're both turning 30 next year?
Shut the fuck up. I'll kill you.
Oh, yeah. I'm still 27.
I was going to say I'm 28, but then I realized, no, I'm not.
Yeah, I keep forgetting my actual age.
I know. That's how old I am. I'm just like, I don't want to think about it. Just forget about it.
So Mercedes Lewis is the first string tight end, but then they also got Michael Rivera.
Oh,
from
Oakland. That's not much better.
But he's actually on their website. He's actually third string.
Who's second?
Behind a guy named Ben Koyak.
Is he a rookie?
Possibly.
I've never heard that guy.
Let's look on him. Ben Koyak.
It's like, no, he's
14
years in the league.
No, last year he had 19 catches for 161 yards and 1 TD.
Oh, so he ruined someone's fantasy week. I gotcha.
Also, they have Marquise Lee as the second wide receiver, not Allen Hurns.
That makes sense because I think they're using Hurns more as like a slot.
Yeah.
He's their slot receiver.
Because Lee's meant to like kind of go over top.
Yeah, because Lee's the problem with Lee's been he was like actually that draft class. He was like I think he was either their first or their second round pick, but he got injured and he's been literally dealing with injury for like the last 2-3 years.
Yep.
Ever since he's been in the league. So I think he's finally healthy for the first time like ever.
Although let's talk about the Maryland product, Yannick Ngakoue, who starts for them. Just had to throw Maryland in there because
it's like who?
Like that guy doesn't sound like anyone I know.
Yeah, no. He was just a guy that I'd like played for Maryland, but I didn't expect him to be good, and they drafted him in like the 3rd round, and he's now their starter. So,
yeah.
Pretty cool. Go Maryland. All right. So let's get into bold predictions for the AFC South.
All right.
Let's start with the Jaguars this time.
Who's going first?
Justin.
The one that doesn't have anything written down.
I can go if you want.
Okay, so I absolutely didn't do any research. I'm just going off my gut. Jaguars will have a top 5 defense.
Top 5 defense.
Well, let's limit it down to passing.
Every time you do this, I like to go on and look at their stats.
That's why I said it. Let's say top 5 passing defense.
Top 5 passing defense.
Okay. I'll be bold about it. It was the top overall passing defense.
Ooh, top overall passing defense. That is pretty bold. Brandon, what is yours?
Okay, so Bortles will break the franchise record for interceptions at or before 8 games.
Oh my God.
So just so you know, the franchise record is 20 in a season, I believe.
Damn. So within 8 games, he's going to throw 21 plus interceptions.
Correct.
You think they'll keep him that long?
I'll say that would be like at least 3 a game.
Well, that's like that's why I said 8 games, because I feel like they're like halfway through the season. They're like, all right, fuck it, we're screwed anyways. Let's just put Chad Henne in.
Yeah. So Justin, Jacksonville, their pass defense last year was number 5.
The good thing I changed it to the best overall. And
their total defense was number 6.
Ooh.
I moved that needle real quick.
Yeah, you're bold. You're real bold. So
bold like I don't know, something that's bold.
My prediction is that Blake Bortles starts all 16 games and he leads the Jags to a winning record. That's why it's bold.
Stupid. It ain't bold.
So I thought it was pretty bold. All right, Colts. Brandon, give Justin some time to think of something.
Marlon Mack takes over RB1 and is a top 10 fantasy running back.
Ooh. I like it. Justin, do you have something? Are you still thinking?
Colts will have the number 1 passing defense. No. Andrew Luck will play no games this year. That's my bold prediction.
Andrew Luck plays no game. Yeah. So mine is that Andrew Luck was placed on the PUP list to start the season, and the Colts finish at 3-13, making them one of the worst 3 teams in the league. But I can potentially see it happen.
No games.
No games. He is not a game player.
He's not playing the game.
Oh, good God. All right. Texans. Houston. Brandon.
J.J. Watt stays healthy and breaks the sack record.
Ooh, who did you say was going to? Oh, no, I said Khalil Mack was in.
Yeah.
I said, did you say someone else was already breaking it? Were they both breaking it at the same time?
Yeah.
Can you do me, before I give my bold prediction, can you tell me where the Texans defense finished last year? Before I go and say something.
Which one? Off overall or
just overall?
They finished first.
First. Okay, that's what I thought. They will finish outside the top 10. Boom.
They won't be a top 10 defense.
Right. Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because I didn't want to say that you're like, well, they were like 9th last year, so that's like 1 spot. I'd be like, God damn it.
So passing, they were 2nd, and rushing, they were 12th.
That doesn't make sense. Oh, I guess it does. Because I think the reason, I'll give you my reason, because I feel like that pass defense is going to regress a little bit. They lost Quentin Demps. They lost Boyd. It's going to regress, I think. And then I think that they won't be 2nd. They'll be a little more closer to outside the top. Like you said, the rush defense was 12th.
Yes.
So it'll be closer to that because of the pass defense regressing. Mm-hmm. So probably not even really that bold, because I just gave you a reason why it's not bold. So
right.
Like why it makes sense.
Now that they, like Brandon said, now that they got those 3 guys playing together at the same time, like because they now have a better pass rush, it could make the secondary even better, even though they lost those players.
Right.
So
I guess it's still bold.
Yeah.
All right.
I have better, bolder stuff for the NFC.
Okay. My bold prediction is that J.J. Watt does play all 16 games and he wins Defensive Player of the Year.
So ours are pretty similar. I mean, if he breaks the sack record, he'll probably be Defensive Player of the Year.
Most likely. Very much most likely. All right, let's go to the Titans. Justin, you said you had one.
I did? Oh, I did. Oh, I know what it will be. That Derrick Henry will have more rushing yards and touchdowns than DeMarco Murray.
That is a lie, but I'll take it as a bold prediction.
I say it's a bold prediction. God.
All right, Brandon.
All right, mine's pretty bold, actually. Titans will have the top overall offense in the league.
I have a question. Do you have DeMarco Murray in a fantasy league or something, Cal?
I do not. I have.
Me? No, I do not.
He's like, no, that won't happen. I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm really high on the Titans this year. They're one of my bold prediction is that Marcus Mariota becomes a top 5 quarterback statistically, and the Titans become the best team in the NFL.
Damn. Right.
That's how high I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why it's a bold prediction. Control B for bold.
You want to make a bet right here live?
No. Why would I make a bet against a bold prediction? It's a stupid thing.
I'm not saying that the bet would be they're the best. I have a bet that they won't even win the division.
Oh, okay. Let's do it live right now.
Okay. I won't say so. That basically means I get the Texans, Colts, and Jaguars. Although the Colts and Jaguars aren't winning that division anyways.
I will play take Titans against the field. That's my bet.
Okay, so that's official bet. Throw it in the app later.
Melissa, you heard that. Justin is losing more of your money.
I'm not sure I approve of this bet.
I'm sure you don't approve of.
It's just
you don't approve of all of our bets. Don't show her the list.
Don't show her the list. There's a list?
There's a list? Right. I mean, there's multiple?
All right. So I think that does it for the bold predictions. MVP of the league. I mean, not of the league, of the...
Excuse me. Whoa. That's next week.
Yeah. No, it's not. We're not doing one next week. Destiny 2 comes out.
Oh, duh. We're not fucking doing one next week. I'm going to read... Okay.
All right.
Next week, let's do a podcast the same day the fucking game comes out. 6 months.
Marcus Mariota is my MVP. Obviously, I'm really high on the Texans.
Yeah, mine too. Mariota.
Mine is JJ. What? Like Bortles.
If you're playing Madden, they are.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I just think JJ Watt, he has to stay healthy, of course, but
yeah,
if he does, I think he's the...
All right, so last thing for AFC South is records. So this is how the division shook out last year. Texans won at 9-7 from a tiebreaker. Titans were also 9-7. Colts were 8-8, and then the Jaguars were a lowly 3-13. So that's how 2016 worked. So let's start at the bottom and start with Brandon. Bottom to top.
Bottom, Jaguars at 2-14.
Boom.
Colts at 7-9. Texans at 10-6 and Titans at 10-6, but I'll give Titans the edge.
Very interesting. I like it. Justin?
Ours are actually very close. I have the Jaguars at 2-14. Then I have the Colts at 5-11. I just think Luck's going to miss time.
You probably give him. I was going to say you probably give him a lot of early losses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then both Titans and Texans are tied at 11-5. And despite what our bet says, I have the Titans winning the tiebreaker.
Well, all right then. Looks good for me.
But they're the 4 and the 5 seed, so they both make the playoffs.
Okay. So I had the Jaguars at 4-12, a little bit higher than you guys. I have the Texans at 7-9. I have the Colts at 8-8, and the Titans at 12-4. So that puts, I think, once it loads here. Yeah, so that puts the Titans for me at the 2nd seed, right below the Patriots. So I think now that I thought about it with Andrew Luck, I need to go back and look at my Colts record because I have them at 8-8, and I definitely think they're probably not going to be that good.
Yeah, I literally just adjusted mine while we were setting
It really all depends on Luck's injury and how serious it actually is.
And I only know like one player on their defense, and that's Vontae Davis. Like I don't know there's no big named players, I feel like, on their defense. And then their offense, they're lacking star power. Like they have T.Y. Hilton, but that's it.
T.Y. Hilton's streaky as fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
Like he'll have a great game and he'll do like nothing.
Although he did lead the league in receiving yards last year, which is surprising.
The other guy I would say is Dante Moncrief. He just has to stay healthy.
Yeah, he definitely
When
looks like
healthy, I feel like he's even better than Hilton, but it's just he can't stay healthy.
Right. So, all right. Well, so I have Titans.
Tight ends?
Jack Doyle.
Oh, it's
Oil, yeah.
Doyle. Doyle rules.
Doyle.
Jack Doyle rules. That's gonna be my new team name.
Jack Doyle rules. Jack Doyle.
Jack Doyle rules.
All right, so that's our AFC South. Any other thoughts on that one before we head off to the NFC South?
No.
Cool. NFC South. Falcons, Super Bowl losers. Womp womp. 28-3.
Yeah.
Did you see the thing where it was like it took Floyd Mayweather's record and Conor McGregor's record and it subtracted them and it was 25?
Yep.
It was pretty funny.
I did see that.
That's pretty funny. I like that. All right, so Falcons, top storyline for them.
You like that?
I don't know. I feel like was it their new offensive coordinator is a pretty big deal.
Steve Sarkisian.
Just because like they went outside to bring in someone to a pretty potent offense. So it's like, how much is he going to actually change? And is he going to change things for the better or for the worse, you know?
Where did he come from again?
Did he come from Alabama? Or US?
That's it. From Alabama is what I thought.
Was it Alabama? Or
He literally
no,
only came to Alabama for like.
Oh yeah, Alabama. He was last year. It was on Alabama.
But he was like only OC for one game, and they're like, "Yep, good enough, whatever." You've breathed the same air as Nick Saban. You can come here,
right?
So
that's pretty much
Other than that,
shout out to Josh.
Yeah, Josh, Alabama, roll Tide. I had the Kyle Shanahan leaving and getting Steve Sarkisian, and then obviously they won the Super. Or they didn't win. They were at the Super Bowl, so can they repeat? Basically, is
it's. Will they have the same type of hangover that the Panthers had, or will they kind of bounce back?
Yeah.
One other thing I would just throw out is them being able to sign Freeman to a longer contract, like extending his contract or whatever they did.
The highest paid running back in the league.
I kind of feel like the number one thing they did is kind of like they retained a lot of those key pieces to their team. Like they're essentially the same team. Mm-hmm. There's a few little differences here and there.
They definitely didn't lose very many big players, I feel like.
Yeah. They knew they would. Like if that game was called a little bit differently by Shanahan, I don't know if we'd be saying that they lost the Super Bowl.
Right.
How many times are we going to tell people in the Super Bowl, run the ball? Like that's all they need to fucking know. So,
especially the Patriots, do not ever stop. Don't care about. They'll run the score up on you, so you need to run the score up on them as well. Just keep throwing to Julio.
Right. It's crazy how devalued like running backs are, because wasn't Freeman's contract like 11 or like 12 million a year, and that's it?
Yeah,
that's why Bell's holding out though. Well,
right?
Isn't he come back Friday or something?
He's coming back Friday. Yeah,
the first or whatever.
That's what he said.
That's why he's holding out.
Yeah, but I feel like the Kyle Shanahan leaving and Steve Sarkisian, like you were saying, basically Kyle Shanahan's offense, as he was for the Redskins, it's like a completely different offense, I feel like, than any other. Like only Kyle Shanahan and the Shanahans will run that offense. And then when he leaves, like I feel like there's a completely new offense that's going to be put in place. Because
it's like they never stick like exactly to it. Maybe they'll add a few things from it, but no one ever actually sticks with it.
Right. They might keep that zone run scheme that they run. Right. But other than that, they'll probably change up. Like we probably won't see that many screens as we did last year. Like if you think Taylor Gabriel is going to score as many touchdowns, you're wrong. He's not going to score that many touchdowns on the screens.
Yeah. Unless they use him like Jackson and just throw over the top of everybody with him.
Why would you need to when you have Julio Jones?
True.
No, I said Sanu. That's a true Sanu. Oh, true. Sanu. All right. Panthers.
Yeah.
Cam Newton.
Will he be healthy? I think is the biggest story.
Yeah. will he be healthy basically to start, and will he be able to keep healthy?
Yeah, because I don't know. It just sounds just kind of like the Luck situation. It seems like at least with this one, it seems a little more positive, but it still feels like he'll be ready week 1. But yeah, that's about it. Like
was Cam's was his back, right? Like he had
think-
back surgery.
I think it's back or his shoulder or something.
Well, Luck had shoulder. I could have swore Cam's was either back
Maybe you were right. And then then his
So,
was the
yeah.
ankle. So, but I mean, that's your back's like. Look at Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco hurt his back, and he's
Yeah,
although
although
he
he
is because I hate Joe Flacco.
Isn't he passing? I thought he was passing in practice recently or something.
Flacco.
know.
I don't know.
Nobody likes Joe Flacco. Either way,
Yeah.
so Cam surgery.
I feel like McDermott leaving is kind of a big deal. Like,
oh yeah,
they usually have a pretty consistent defense, so I don't know if that'll affect it or not.
yeah. Well, hopefully they have people back healthy again. Like I know Luke Kuechly, I think missed some time last year. Thomas Davis missed some time. They get somebody. Oh yeah, they got Julius Peppers back.
Yeah,
Peppers.
So Peppers. So
Peppers.
yeah, I think that's
Former Bear.
former Packer.
I remember the moment when I saw that he went to the Packers. I was on a train in Chicago.
Oh,
And I literally saw it. I'm like, go.
Melissa's like, did you shit yourself?
I was like, a little bit. I may have sharded.
That's gross. All right, Saints.
I think the
Peterson.
trading away Brandon Cooks.
yeah, that and I guess Peterson is kind of a big headline. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, what's going to happen there? How does the running backs shake out?
Right. Especially, not only did they get Peterson, but they drafted Alvin Kamara.
Right.
Who's, supposed to be pretty good. He wasn't like first round, but
I mean, it was still second round, which is pretty. No, third round.
no,
sorry,
fourth. Was it third or fourth?
third round. It's third round.
But
So-
he was drafted.
Yeah, they still drafted a running back. I have to trade for Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
So,
Well, they still have Mark Ingram.
Right.
It's not an
He's not
it's not Destiny.
Bad. Whatever. I got that in the brain.
Mark Ingram.
Mark Ingram.
Yeah, Ingram. Yes.
So,
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, is like he's been solid. I feel like.
Ingram's still the first. Like he's the first running back. Adrian Peterson's the
Yeah,
backup.
I know. But I'm like wondering how Peterson's going to fit in this. And then, like you said, they kind of did this last year with Hightower.
Yeah, who is now gone.
They kind of just like split it. Yeah.
yeah, but the thing
And
is,
then
like
there's someone else
Hightower,
for Traverse Cadet.
yeah, like Hightower and Cadet, they can both kind of catch out of the backfield. That's not really what Peterson's known for. I mean, he can sometimes, but that's not really what he's known for. Like,
Yeah. Although with
he's
I mean,
known
with
for being the 1 and 2
Peterson,
guy.
right? I feel like with Peterson though, he never really got the chance to be that because of the offenses he was in. Like they just tried to run the ball.
I don't know.
never
I've
tried
seen
to
him
screens.
drop some pretty bad passes though.
I seen him.
The other thing too is with Peterson, the one thing that's about this situation that's better is he's never been teamed up with a quarterback like Drew Brees in
That's
an
also
offense,
very
like a passing offense with that high power offense. So like you can't load 8 in the box against Adrian Peterson at this point because if you do, Drew Brees will just go up, audible, up, thrown over the top, up, Michael Thomas touchdown. Like that's what's literally going to happen.
Yeah.
Or
And
Will
then it
Smith on a
also-
slant, or there's just too many targets in the passing game for him to load the box. So he should have easy looks.
Yeah,
They
and
don't
this
have a bad
also
offensive line
on
either.
his health too.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Indubitably. All right, the Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers.
Hard Knocks.
Yeah, that's probably their biggest news. Is they're on Hard Knocks.
Yeah. I had Hard Knocks and Doug Martin getting suspended.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, how many games is it? 4?
4,
Yeah.
for sure. Justin left him some Doug Martin. How many games is it?
I think it's 4.
And it's 4.
Although I won't be surprised if Jacquizz Rodgers makes a case for that to be a split job.
Jacquizz.
Because last year he did in relief, he did good. So
Yeah.
they like him there. So we'll see.
They also drafted a running back too.
They also,
Yeah,
it's I just watched the show. What the fuck is his name? I can't even think
Nichols?
about it. Yeah, Jeremy McNichols from Boise State.
Jeremy McNichols.
Yeah, from Boise State.
McNichols is his last name?
McNichols.
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 What is that? Is that the new McDonald's money?
Yeah, take out McNichols.
Give us 5 McNichols for a chicken nugget.
No, it's 5 McNichols for a McPickle. That's what it is.
Good guess.
That's the stupidest show ever.
I know.
We just literally spent a minute talking about McNichols.
McNichols and McPickles.
Your hard-hitting football analysis.
I will bet you a McNichol. That McNichol gets in a McPickle.
I would also, this would kind of go into the next segment a little bit, but them getting
Deshaun
and OJ Howard, but they had a good draft.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like,
like
they're off. In theory, their offense should be like amazing this year because they just literally everything that they upgraded in every facet, just about.
Right.
Other
if
than
famous
quarterback.
Jameis can take the step up he needs to, then they'll be.
And if Doug Martin can
pretty
be
good.
healthy and be the guy that like he's shown that he can be once he comes back, that could be a scary offense.
Could be.
Although I always feel like that division every year has a different winner.
I think it does actually. It literally
like
does.
since like 2003, whenever the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl, I feel like every year it's like someone else wins that division. I don't know, you'd have to look, but so like last year was obviously the Falcons, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
And then the year before that was the
almost
Panthers.
every year it is actually
All
different.
right, here we go. So you guys are completely wrong. Last year was the Falcons. Year before that it was the Panthers. Year before that it was the Panthers. Year before that it was the Panthers.
Wait, really?
But that
Panthers
Yep.
3 weeks in a row?
Panthers went 12-4, and then they went 7-8-1 in 2014 and won the division from that.
That's pathetic.
Yeah, and then they went 15-1, which is the year they went to the Super Bowl, and then Falcons last year. And so it was Falcons, Panthers, 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 but then it was Falcons, Saints, Panthers, Bucks, Saints, Bucks, Falcons, Panthers, Bucks, all the way back to 2002. So
Yep. So
Streak in there
so
for
I guess the
Panthers,
Panthers broke combo breaker.
combo, yeah. So that's pretty much.
Fucking Panthers. Way to go, Cam. You jerk. You had something good going there and you ruined it.
Falcons, best pickup.
That's a really tough one for me. I'm trying to think of who they even picked up.
Right.
Well, if you did your research, you'd have the same guy that Brandon and I probably will say.
Probably say Poe.
Oh, that's right. Dontari Poe.
Dontari Poe. I mean, he's pretty much a beast, and he's pretty much the only big guy they got.
Yeah.
That's literally the only answer there is to this question.
There it is. So let's move on. Let's move to the next one. Panthers. Best pickup for the Panthers.
Panthers.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah. I
I
guess
think that's going to completely revolutionize that offense. You heard it here first, folks.
I don't know. Maybe Peppers, but I think I got to go with McCaffrey.
I also went with McCaffrey, and the reason to go with McCaffrey is because they haven't had a playmaker like that on that offense. Like, Jonathan Stewart is getting older. He's basically a run straight through the middle running back. Greg Olson's kind of dynamic, but he's not like going to blow you away. And then their wide receivers just are pretty meh right now. They don't have a big
Yeah.
guy.
My main thing is I feel like it's going to help Cam because he's just going to be like, no one's open. Fuck you. Here.
He has a true
Right.
dump off option.
Right. Because Jonathan
And
Stewart
they-
wasn't bad, and even when D'Angelo.
And
yeah.
they can bring back that read option, basically.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So-
Because Ron Rivera's already said that he doesn't want Newton to run a lot, and Newton kind of was just like, well, you got a lion roar or whatever he said. He said something. He kind of said something like, he's like, what's a lion without its roar or something? Like, so basically he was saying like, yeah, fuck you, Ron, I'm going to run.
Why would he say what's a panther without its roar? Like, why would he talk
Right.
about the lions?
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, so I think it'll be one of those that'll help him not have to run and get hit so much because he'll just be like, oh, McCaffrey's over out, on the wheel route.
Right. Pretty much. I'm pretty high on
McCaffrey's going to
McCaffrey.
break every record.
All right, Saints.
It's
It's Blacktop.
Black top, drop top, raindrop.
I have no idea. I'm gonna go with Chase.
Black top.
Nothing. Chase Daniel.
Bringing Chase Daniels back? Good God.
No. I guess Peterson. Like,
Justin, do you have
no
it?
idea.
No, I was just trying to make Brandon feel dumb. Like he forgot someone, so I just was like, I'll go with it. I had someone, but you can go first. I'll say mine.
Marshawn Lattimore.
That was mine.
Yeah, Marshawn Lattimore, because their defense was terrible and their cornerbacks are absolute doo-doo. So
Nailed it.
They did
Question,
get
where did Brandon Carr go?
Brandon Carr,
Yes, sir.
as in the cornerback for the Cowboys.
Former cornerback of the Cowboys, yes.
Former cornerback. He went to the Ravens.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Ravens. Yeah, I said Marshawn Lattimore just because they're cornerbacks. They also got Ted Ginn, who is not really good at a receiver, but he's a good, spread, go over the top and pull somebody with him.
And I think he's their number 2 now, right?
Yeah. It's Michael Thomas and him.
I feel like he's the perfect receiver for freaking Drew Brees. I feel like Drew Brees will just make him like a superstar somehow.
That's what I'm saying. I don't forget who it was when Marcus Colston was like the number 1, but then they had the guy that would just go over the top, and I don't remember who it was.
Meacham?
Yeah. No.
Robert Meacham.
No, it was somebody else. There was a big.
Was Kenny Stills there? Was he always with the Dolphins?
No, he was
there before.
2011 New Orleans Saints depth chart.
I could have sworn Meacham was the speed.
Joe Horn.
It was definitely not Joe Horn. That motherfucker was real slow.
Oh wait, no, Ted Ginn's not their number 2. Who's the other dude?
Willie
Ted Ginn is the number 2.
Ginn's the 2. Willis needs the slot.
Oh, Devery Henderson.
That's him.
Oh yeah, he's
that was a speed
yeah. Remember,
guy,
I mentioned him.
Oh yeah,
meaning someone else.
Right.
How could you forget?
How could you forget Devery Henderson? Yeah, so they have Willie Snead. They also have Brandon Coleman, too.
Yep. I don't know what they're gonna do with him. Because he was. I remember last year, a lot of people were like, "Oh, this guy could be something." And now Cook's gone. You would think he would move up, but they got Ginn. So
right.
They have a few. He had a few touchdowns that and everyone was like, "Oh, what's going on with this guy?" But that's really a matter.
He was the king in fantasy leagues of people like, "Oh, this guy did good this week. I'm gonna pick him up." And then he wouldn't do shit for like 3 weeks, and then you drop him, and all of a sudden they'd be like, "Yeah, here's my next game where I get like 2 touchdowns."
He got 2 80-yard touchdowns.
And I'm just like, "Fuck."
So, Brandon, you want to know who their center is? Who the Saints center is?
Is it Unger?
It's Josh Laribus.
Hey, really?
Yeah.
Well, all right.
That guy is
A
terrible.
little inside joke here.
No, he was on the Redskins. He was a backup for the Redskins, and he came in when the starting guy got hurt like 2 years ago. But he was doo-doo. Like, he couldn't snap the ball right.
Couldn't snap the ball in your center. That's probably a big mistake.
Yeah.
Probably should change your position.
Right? All right. Best pickup for the Bucks. I feel like it's one of 2 people. So
Deshaun Jackson or AJ Howard. OJ Howard.
Yeah.
Orange Juice Howard.
Yeah, I'd have to go with Jackson because it's like Howard's probably going to be Justin Evans,
who's not even that good.
Oh, they drafted him, but I don't know anybody about like action from free agency.
Yeah,
Hargraves
they didn't
was
really,
last year, right?
Huh?
Vernon Hargraves was last year.
Yes, that was a draft pick last year.
That's what I thought.
But they lost Mike Glennon. That's a big loss.
That's a fucking that raises. Well, I gotta go back and change my record and give them one more win. That'll save them.
Oh, they also got Chris Godwin, who's a 3rd-round receiver from Penn State. Mm-hmm. He's apparently pretty good from what they said. So
I'll just say that I think for the short term, Deshaun Jackson is obviously the best, but I think long term, OJ Howard's going to be something special. It's tight ends are never big their rookie year; it's always the year after usually.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't think he'll do anything crazy this year, but next year also like
Hunter Henry. He's gonna be pretty good for San Diego. All right, so that is pickups. Let's move on to bold predictions. All right, Justin seems excited. Let's start with Buccaneers, Justin.
I think Buccaneers. Okay, Doug Martin comes back after his suspension and finishes as a top 5 running back and wins me my fantasy championship in the Quest for Achievable League.
Okay.
Single-handedly. 40 points a week.
All right,
What is it,
Brandon.
David Johnson?
Right.
Winston,
What?
with the help of Evans and Jackson, throws for 5,000 yards and 35 TDs.
Oh, you've been watching Hard Knocks too much. I like that. That's crazy. Mine.
I like it.
I like how you didn't include OJ Howard in that too. Just Deshaun Jackson.
Well, from what I've read, he's kind of brought in as a blocking tight end for now. Like, use
then
Brate
talk about
as
Cameron Brate.
yeah.
Yes, I can.
Brate is great. So Justin, here's mine, literally word for word. Doug Martin misses first 4 games, but comes back and is a top 10 running back statistically. So
Looks like we both agree on winning the league.
yeah. Yes, so
I was my original one that popped in my head was Mike Evans was going to finish as the #1 fantasy receiver, but he did that last year. I remembered, and I was like, oh, well, that's not really bold at all.
Yeah. I was gonna say that too, but I already said it for somebody else.
Ooh.
And the reason why, it still would be kind of bold because now with Deshaun Jackson there, you would think that he would lose a little bit of thing, but I just think Jameis
it's gonna make
Winston
him better.
Yeah, I think Jameis Winston and him are like this.
He's more comfortable going to
right
So-
when he's in trouble and he's gonna throw deep. He's just gonna go Evans. He's not gonna throw it to Jackson.
yeah. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh. All right, Saints.
You want bold?
Sure.
You want bold? Okay.
You want bold?
You want motherfucking bold? No, I was kidding. My bold prediction will be that I can't remember his name now. What the fuck?
Adrian Peterson.
What's the tight end there?
Colby Fleener.
Yeah, Kobe Fleener. Anyways, nothing to do with him. I'm just buying time. Anyways, what do you think, Brandon? What do you think's a bold prediction?
All right, so mine is with only Michael Thomas to throw to, Breeze fails to eclipse 4,500 yards.
That is a very bold prediction. That's real bold. While Justin continues to think, I will
Alvin
say
Kamara will finish as the top statistically running back on the Saints this year.
one that's not even in a proper English sentence.
You know what I'm saying, right? You'll have the best fantasy points, whatever way you want to phrase it.
On the Saints. You think he's going to be better than Ingram and Peterson?
Mm-hmm.
That's real bold. You're not just making shit up.
No, but I think they like him there. I've got sources that say they like him there, and I think he's going to play a little bit. They're going to throw some things in there. He's going to do good, and he's going to get more time and more time and more time, and then eventually they'll phase someone out. And I think I'm starting to wonder if Peterson's just going to be like a third down guy or like how they're going to actually work that out. But I think it's going to be a true like three-headed monster, and I think he'll be the top of that. I think it's bold because I don't think anyone's thinking that. I think they're thinking he's in the bottom or the middle. I think he's the top.
Interesting. So mine is that
he's on top.
Okay. So now that I look at it, it's not that bold. Drew Brees surpasses 5,000 yards again, but he also throws for 45 touchdowns, and the Saints finish with 12 or more wins.
Jesus.
That's
did
mine.
you draft Brees at all?
Did what?
Did you draft Brees?
No, I did not. I'm pretty high on Drew Brees. I like Drew Brees as a guy.
I know, yeah. He's like consistently probably the best QB for fantasy, but
yeah. No, of course I didn't draft Drew Brees. I got Phillip Rivers.
Who's their corner again? The one you said
Corner?
they added? Yeah.
Marshawn Lattimore.
He's going to lead the league in interceptions. Bold prediction.
Oh, true. Oh, also, I will take that Jameis Winston one because he's my backup to Phillip Rivers. So I will gladly take that one. All right, Panthers. I'm going to go before Justin. No, I'm going to go. I'm going to go before Justin.
Okay.
I actually had one.
Christian McCaffrey rushes for over 1,200 yards and catches 80 passes to win Rookie of the Year.
Fine, I'll go with my backup. Cam Newton wins the MVP.
Boom! Not going to happen.
No, I think he comes back. He returns to form.
Wrong.
Christian McCaffrey revigorates his game, and he is MVP, which doesn't. That's my bold prediction because if once you get my record on them, you'll wonder like, hey, how could he be MVP if his team was so garbage?
All right, Brandon.
So I think you're forgetting about the other guy. I'm going to say Jonathan Stewart leads the league with 15 rushing touchdowns.
Ooh, because they got rid of old Fatty Tolbert.
Mm-hmm.
Did he go anywhere? Did he go to Buffalo?
I'm not sure where he
How
went.
about a week? Oh, no, you said Buffalo.
How about Buffalo? Buffalo.
Buffalo.
He's on a Buffalo Bills, so he's blocking for Shady.
Boy.
Oh, my boy.
All right, Falcons, bold prediction.
Matt Ryan wins MVP for the second year. No. Wait a minute. Co-MVP with Cam Newton. What's going on here?
Yeah. First time
What is
ever
your-
the two QBs have
Right.
the MVP together.
Wait,
Wait, Steve McNair and Peyton Manning win it that one year?
Yep. I was gonna just say that. Yep.
Wow.
Damn, Brandon. Show us the trivia.
I know one question I'm putting on Jeopardy next time.
True. All right, so bold predictions. You guys got to give one.
Yeah, I have mine.
Falcons?
Go way to
Hey, go for it.
Brandon.
Okay.
Brandon, go.
Freeman and Coleman both gain 1,000 yards rushing. I already checked. Coleman only had 500.
Oh, okay.
Because he was receiving, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had 1,000 yards total, maybe, but not just rushing.
He had 520 yards rushing and 421 yards receiving
So
for a
almost
total of 9. What the shit? Get out of here.
Quit looking at porn.
I pulled up like ESPN's page on Tevin Coleman and some fucking Matador stuff came on. All right, Justin, what's your Falcons bold prediction?
Mine?
Your name is Justin. Here we go. You're still thinking Julio
No.
Jones.
Go ahead. No, you said Julio. Now it's already done. Go for it.
Julio. He's going to break the single season receiving touchdown record.
See, that's not going to happen.
Okay.
Because Matt Ryan's going to do it.
Matt Ryan breaks the single season receiving touchdown record.
On my bold prediction, even though Julio will have over 1,000 receiving yards, he'll have 2 or less receiving touchdowns.
Ooh.
That is like the one I actually did earlier today. I was like, oh.
Yeah, but see, Brandon and I already talked about this while you were gone. Julio doesn't actually get that many touchdowns because he gets
Exactly. That's why I
he
made
gets
this
them
bold
there,
prediction.
and he's like, "Oh, my hamstring," and then they just run it in.
Yeah, if you look in the red zone, he's like not very used in the red zone.
Yeah.
He only gets touchdowns when they're like deep, long breakaway shit.
Yeah,
If you look like his regular season, I think only like 4 last year or something.
he's never had more than 10. We did look that up.
Yeah, see, they don't use them. They don't use them, man.
Shit's
Although
great.
it's a new offense, so who fucking knows? And
Right?
was Sarkisian there when Julio was there?
No,
I know that he was not the OC, but like, was he like?
I don't think
No.
so. No, I don't think so.
I don't really follow college. So I don't know.
Roll Tide. All right, I think that does it for bold predictions.
I'd
MVP.
roll.
Matty
Matty
Ice.
Ice.
Drew Brees. All day.
Cam
Wait,
Newton.
did you say Cam Newton?
Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Cam Newton. I mean, Cam Newton. Definitely Cam. That was my bold prediction.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
His prediction is Matt Ryan. His bold prediction is Cam Newton.
That's actually, yeah. My
Well, Brandon's
safe prediction is
Yeah.
Matt Ryan. My bold prediction is Cam Newton.
Brandon's safe prediction is Matt Ryan, but his bold prediction apparently is Jameis Winston. So,
True.
Maybe Matt Ryan does better than that. You don't know.
oh,
He has 5,000 yards and 40 touchdowns or something. You don't know. Hopefully, because I have him in fantasy.
oh, true. Yeah, I have Drew Brees. He's a beast. He's gonna be a beast. All right, records. 2016 Falcons 11-5 went to the Super Bowl. Panthers had a terrible season at 6-10. Saints 7-9 and Buccaneers 9-7. So, Brandon, let's start with you. Bottom to top.
Bottom, Saints at 8-8. Bucks at 9-7. Carolina at 10-6. And Falcons at 11-5.
All right, so I have the exact same thing except for switch the Saints and the Bucks. I have Falcons 11-5, Panthers 10-6, Saints 9-7, and Bucks 8-8. Justin probably has somebody real terrible. Start at the bottom, Justin.
We have bottom is Saints at 5-11.
Oof.
And then I got the Panthers and the Bucks at 8-8. Bucks are the tiebreaker. And then the Falcons are 14-2.
14-2. You love you some Matty Ice. God damn. You need to chill.
Love me that team. They should have been Super Bowl champs.
Mhm.
They fucked it up.
They should have fucking called Pete Carroll and asked him what he didn't do. And then that's what they knew to do. Run the ball.
Literally, for like the past all off season, ever since February, it's literally just been memes of 28-3. Like,
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's like the worst, like just beat down of it, like dragging down of a team by meme, like by just like that type of stuff ever.
There, yeah, I feel like there's a lot, but when the Seahawks lost, I feel like there was a lot of stuff to like, hey, Marshawn, you want some Skittles? He's like, nah, I'll pass. Or like a bunch of those type things. Hey, Russell Wilson, you trying to date Sierra? Nah, I'll pass. So I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, there was, but I feel like, I mean, I've seen things that aren't even related to football.
That's what I'm saying, like that Conor McGregor thing, like the Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather thing. Like they turned that into
like it's
the Falcon
like
thing.
just everywhere. It was the biggest comeback in history. I mean, third quarter, you're up that much. There's no excuse for you to lose a game. I don't care who you're facing.
Right.
It's just bad play calling at the point. You fucked it up. Falcons lost that game. Patriots didn't win it.
Definitely.
That's very true. That's very true. Well, that does it for all of the divisions. I was gonna get to our final things to see what our kind of predictions were on those.
Oh shit! I didn't know we were doing that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I wasn't planning on it, but I just who you think is going to be?
We'll just wing it.
Yeah, like so. Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl? Who's your Super Bowl prediction for teams and winner?
According to this, it would be a rematch, but I don't think that's what's going to happen.
Damn, I don't know. I mean, Patriots are pretty big favorite in the AFC. Like, and there's not too many teams that are like that complete that I can see them actually like overtaking Patriots for that spot.
Especially
but they lost the
Jew.
Yeah, but like
I know. I have.
It just doesn't seem like it matters as much as people think.
He'll just go to like the meme I've been saying. He'll just go to Bill Belichick. Will just go to Walmart. Be like, oh, you're a cashier here. You're gonna be on the Patriots. And you're gonna.
Here, you're a white guy. Here, you're now the leading receiver on the Patriots.
Yeah, no, Belichick's like, don't we already have another white guy on our team? It's like, oh yeah, that Hogan guy.
And Danny Amendola. Yeah, we got all these white, tiny guys.
Yeah, I saw you picked up Danny Amendola.
I did. You want to know why? Because Tom Brady himself said, Danny Amendola, I think, is going to be able to step up. And I'm like, boop.
I doubt it.
You know what's going to happen? He's going to get a concussion. He's going to have to step down.
Well, regardless, he's like fifth or sixth receiver. So I just was like, in case he blows up, I have him.
Yeah. Hogan used to play for the Bills, right?
Yes.
So there was, I think they were on the, oh my God, it was like 4 or 5 years ago. They were on the show, the HBO show. I can't even think of the name. Hard Knocks. And they kept calling Hogan 7-Eleven because he was open all day.
Oh, good God. Jesus Christ.
And that was like, I don't even know how many years ago, but I mean, obviously, he wasn't open in the regular season.
Right? So I have the Titans playing the Patriots in the AFC Championship. Patriots going to the Super Bowl. I have the Packers playing the Falcons, and I have Packers going to the Super Bowl. So I have Patriots, Packers, and I have Tom Brady besting Aaron Rodgers.
Oh wait, didn't I already make a bold prediction? I said Giants would beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl or something like that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, that's what I'll go with. It's whatever. I'll stick with my bold prediction.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have Patriots winning Super Bowl. Is that? I mean, you have Giants winning the Super Bowl. You're not a true Redskins fan, you jackass.
I know. Yeah, but it's like every year they have like one of those better defenses, and they just improved upon it, like basically. And they'll
apparently Yahoo fantasy players don't think they have a good defense because they keep just fucking dropping them.
I don't know why they keep dropping them. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like every day I
Justin
look at
Fields.
it, and it's like the number
Yeah.
just increases.
Every day you're just Googling like Oliver Vernon, JPP, Landon Collins. Did one of you get hurt? What's
Right.
going
It doesn't make any sense.
You done with JPP? Man, you know me. What?
Maybe they're like, his hand will finally catch up with him.
Did you see the pictures of like somebody was like, man, Madden is not accurate. JPP still has 5 fingers. That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Who do you
I
have?
think the Patriots they have to be your AFC. They're the same team as last year for the most part. I mean, they don't blount and stuff, but they made other moves and improvements and changes. And even with Edelman going down, I don't think it really even changes anything for me.
Yeah. Who did you so if you had to pick one team that was like a dark horse underdog to go either go or win the Super Bowl, who would you?
You're gonna laugh. This is not bias, but it's if Trubisky starts before week 4, I would say the Bears. If Trubisky starts, I feel like our defense. Oh, you fucker! it all depends on health. I feel like we literally our trainers must be the worst because I feel like everyone just is starting already get hurt, which is the same story we've had for the last 3-4 years. So I'm like, do our trainers just like don't warm us up or what's going on here? Actually, because someone's like, we already have like 3 people like done for the season because of like injuries. But I wouldn't say win the Super Bowl, but like a dark horse, a team that you wouldn't think is going to make the playoffs, making the playoffs, it would be the Bears. Just because I don't really see. And actually, for a team to be a dark horse, same division to win the Super Bowl would be the Lions.
That's a good one.
I could see maybe like Roethlisberger thinking this is his last year and just playing out of his mind and maybe going back to the Super Bowl for one last trip.
I could see that too, just because of the sign they made today of Joe Hayden.
Oh yeah,
He's got Martavis Bryant back.
Yep.
Well, he's got Bryant back. He still has Antonio Brown. He still has Le'Veon Bell, who's in a contract year, basically. I don't know what's going to happen there. So if they don't get him signed before the season starts, you would assume he's just going to test free agency, and that usually means good numbers for your running back. Although my bold prediction of James Conner cracking into his time.
That was also my bold prediction. So
true, but same person. Yeah, I could see the Steelers being an upset in the conference.
Mm-hmm. NFC side, I kind of want to go with Detroit as well. I'm hoping that like Stafford's seeing all these like people making fun of him for his contract and how he's never won a playoff, and it's just like, fuck you, I'm getting there this time.
It's all about that Kenny Galladay.
Yes, it depends. By the way, completely unrelated. Did you know Cooper Kupp is white?
Yeah.
You didn't know
I
that?
did not know that. You think everyone's like raging about this guy, and I'm like, I guess this is kind of racist. I was like, oh, he must be black. And then he wasn't. I was like, what the hell? Is he tall?
Yeah.
He's like 6'4".
Cooper Kupp. You ever know a black guy?
I feel like
Cooper
if it's
Kupp?
a tall white guy, it's a tight end, and that's how I think it is in the NFL. Like if you're tall and you're white and you catch the ball, you're a tight end. You're not a receiver. They don't do that.
He is 6'2", 205.
Oh, so he's not even tall. What the
Like a traditional.
He's pretty tall. That's 6'2" for a receiver. He's not like Julio Jones tall. Motherfucker, but you're way more than 205.
True. So I'm a tight end is what you're saying. I got you.
Right. Yeah, you'd be in the shape of a tight end.
Wait. So then maybe I'm thinking of Galladay then. Is he tall? He's like 6'4" or something.
Galladay is tall, yes.
Maybe I'm just mixing the two up. Because all of a sudden I was like, wait, here's what I was playing Madden, and all of a sudden I was facing the Rams in like a challenge or whatever, and all of a sudden I was like, who the fuck's that? I'm like, that's Cooper Kupp. I'm like, they must need to do an update. And then it showed like the card, and I was just like, what? I'm mixing people up.
Kenny Galladay is 6'4", and he is black.
Boom.
So
yep. Okay. So I'm mixing them up. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not racist after all.
You are very racist. You can't be a tall wide receiver. They don't have those. Tight ends.
Yeah. Only Jordan is allowed to be tall wide receiver.
Right?
He actually might be the tallest wide receiver.
Who did you say?
Jordy Nelson?
How tall is Jordy Nelson? Isn't he like 6'2"?
I think so. Or 6.
Jack the Whale.
He is 6. He's 6'3"?
Okay, yeah.
Tallest white wide receiver. Let's look it up. Google.
Ed
Top
McCaffrey.
15 greatest white wide receivers in NFL history. That is very racist. This was from last year, but now I'm curious. Honorable mentions: Julian Edelman, Joe Juravicius, Eric Decker, Brandon Stokely, Bill Schroeder, Pat Tilley, Ricky Prohl. I remember Ricky Prohl.
These are all receivers that were like meh.
Pretty much. Jordy Nelson's honorable mention at 18. Let's see. While we're just wasting time, so we can do this. Dwight Clark at number 15. Why can't I just view all of these? Okay, these motherfuckers are old. That picture was black and white.
When everyone was white.
Wayne Charbet. Why you laugh so hard at Wayne Charbet?
Wayne Charbet.
That's Charbet.
Whatever. He plays for
So
the
this
Jets.
guy is so old that they didn't even have a fucking picture for him. It's like a drawing of a card, like a football card. Hugh Taylor.
Bet you got a Hugh
Jesus.
Taylor.
Oh, true. Huge Taylor. Billy Wilson, again, pictures in black and white. What I'm seeing is Chris Collinsworth. Damn, motherfucker's 6'5".
Damn.
Interesting. Elroy Hirsch, known as Crazy Legs,
Crazy legs, Elroy.
in 1951. This is
I kind of miss those
ridiculous.
times.
Ed McCaffrey, Christian McCaffrey's dad.
Told you.
Number 8.
I named him.
You named who?
Ed McCaffrey at the beginning when you were talking.
Oh. Ves Velke, number 7.
Oh, yeah.
That guy. I feel like we're going to get to number 1 to be like Steve Young. Fred Bolitnikoff.
For
Number
the
6.
Russian Federation team.
Raymond Berry for the Colts.
It's number 1?
No, he's number 5.
I feel like you're going to say someone, I'm going to be like, oh, duh.
Number 4 is Don Maynard
Okay.
for the Jets.
Good old Donnie.
Good old Donnie boy.
Donnie.
Number 3 is Lance Allworth for the Steelers.
Lance Armstrong. Got it.
And number 15 here, if it will fucking load.
15?
I'm sorry, number 2. It's page 15. Steve Largent for the Seahawks.
Okay.
It's pretty.
Get
Now I'm
you
curious who number 1 is going to be. This is going to be some motherfucker.
Is it going to
from
be someone that
19
we've never heard of? Or is it going to be like, oh, okay, duh. They just pick like a half white, half black person.
Don Hudson from the Packers.
Mhm.
Oh, here it is. As a member of the 1930s All-Decade team.
We're going to pick someone from Vince Lombardi's team. You know, the guy the
Right.
trophy's named after.
Vince Lombardi didn't coach in the 30s.
You didn't?
No, it was in the 50s.
You're in the 50s.
Jesus Christ. All right. I think that's going to do it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
Gotta
Brandon,
poop.
by the way, we got to do our – got to poop. No. So, Justin, you can actually join in with us. We can do this for you. So, Brandon and I each year before the first Redskins game, we basically write down our predictions for the Redskins as far as record, and then we write down stats for, like, quarterback, running back, a few receivers, a tight end, and maybe, like, a defensive player. And then we seal them up in an envelope, and then we don't open them until the end of the season. So, if you'd like to join.
And what I just do this for the Bears?
You could either do it. Well, we could do it for both, and then you could do it for both, or vice versa. Or
Yeah, I can do it for the Redskins.
you can do it for Redskins and
Cousins
Bears.
has negative 3,000 yards and 42 picks. Negative
Keep going backwards.
Right. It's like that. Did you see that Madden video where Andy Dalton literally like gets the ball, hikes it, and then he fucking like throws it backwards? Like the guy goes to like throw a Hail Mary, but somehow Andy Dalton turns backwards and he throws it behind him, and he gets a safety.
Well, yeah, that game is glitchy as fuck.
All right. I think that'll do it for the NFL
That'll
season. Starts next Thursday. Chiefs
guess-
at Patriots.
Can't wait.
While we're live on Facebook, I will just mention that we are planning on Tuesday
Destiny Tuesday.
Destiny Tuesday. D-Day, which is Wednesday, is how I'm referring to it. Not the old World War II, that day.
Well, in order to not get people confused, you should just call it Double D Day.
Double D Day. I like this day. Okay, so Double D Day, we're going to call it. D squared.
D squared, okay. Or if you just want to call it D cubed.
Just double D, I like it. Double D Day.
Double D Day, okay. What about it?
Anyways, are we actually gonna, as I started talking, I'm like, are we actually doing this? Is Brandon going to your house for Destiny Day or no?
It'd be cool for me. It's up to him. I don't care.
Well, I don't have the projector anymore, so I'd have to bring my TV. I don't know how well that'll work.
True.
Brandon doesn't want to spend the night at your house, man. I was actually considering drinking booze. But then I was like, that's going to make me sleepy. That's a bad idea.
Yeah. And I don't want to be like possibly hungover for the next day.
Right.
Well, not even that. Well, you wake up, you're like, wait, did we kill Gaul yet?
So I don't know why you guys are talking about being hungover and waking up because we're not going to sleep. So what does it matter?
No sleep till Gaul's dead. So basically what we're planning to do is we're going to do like a mini Mida episode kind of leading up to the release of Destiny.
If anybody's watching and listening.
So, Mark will be at my house. Melissa says she wouldn't mind being on it if that's the case. And we kind of, I guess, we're just going to hang out and you guys can watch. I mean, by you guys, I mean the imaginary ghosts that watch the show.
Yep.
Although I checked our feed hits the other day, we have like 15,000 feed hits since May. So I don't know who the fuck is doing that, but stop it.
Bots.
Or start and tell us that you're watching.
Right. Say something. Where are you?
I like to believe that there's a hidden Facebook group on Facebook of people that there's like 1,000 fans of us, and there's like, we're not gonna tell them.
there's an SPR fan page that we don't know about.
That we don't know about, and like in episode like 50, they'll be like, "We gotcha." Like,
we're actually listening. Yeah, see,
we're actually listening.
Oh, we had 51 views, but nobody commented because everybody probably like clicked on it and they're like, "What the fuck?" These guys are.
They probably heard talking about Mick Nichols.
Mick Nichols pickles.
They're like, "Oh, this is this kind of content they're producing." I'm gonna back out.
Yeah.
This is quality stuff, damn it.
My cousin liked it. Shout out to him if you're still watching. I don't think you are. I don't think anyone's watching right now.
Nobody's watching. Nobody.
Right. I'm gonna get back to
so
my
basically, if you're a fan of Destiny,
you're what?
You can do
my cheese and crackers.
You fancy fuck.
Parasite shirt, cheese and crackers.
Thanks anybody who was watching or listening. You probably won't listen to the audio, but thank you for watching on YouTube because Justin's going to take a sweet ass time to put it up. That concludes our NFL mini-sodes. Really excited for the season to win the Shiva Trophy.
Yep. You need a new name for it. Something more original.
Motherfucker, that's been the name for like the past 3 years.
Yeah, but that's never mind.
Well, all right, let's end this. Thank you for watching and listening, and then we'll talk offline.
See ya.
Episode 21, Sunday, which will actually be Monday, which is nostalgia. Bye.